Good morning, guys. It's your boy Darlington. Welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. I just want to give you guys rundown and quick update on what has been going on so far in my trading. And one or two lessons which I've learned so far. So last week was um quite a stressful week for me, and I thank God that I was able to discover some certain things in my trading because I knew that um you can't just be winning all the time. Honestly, I've not been like, it's not like terrible losing streak or all those type of stuff, but thank God I was able to realize my mistakes early, because most times whenever I'm trading or whenever I blow my account or make mistakes in trading, is all because sometimes I'm like, I couldn't realize my mistakes earlier, or I just, when you enter that sleep mode, you are just not paying attention to some little details. Thank God that last week I was able to pay attention to some of those details, because some of those mistakes which I was making, which I realized earlier. So I was actually over trading as at last week, over trading and taking some stupid losses here and there. But along the line, I realized that I was doing it, so I had to take a break and like just stop the mistakes and all that. I think I opened Euro JPY, so I held that trade and I closed it beginning of this week. I think that was yesterday. Yeah, I closed it yesterday, which I wish I didn't even close it, because my CPI this week was mad. This is one of those weeks that CPI and the fundamental analysis and the technical analysis aligned perfectly fine, because I I saw the move, like I really saw the move on gold, USD, CHF, and Euro JPY. I saw the move. I knew that gold was going to buy, USD CHF was going to sell, and Euro JPY was going to buy. I knew that it was going to happen, because the market was in kind of that consolidation zone. They were just, it was just a tight, like a zone which would determine the next market move. In, I think the fact that it started buying yesterday gold and JPY, it means that it has broken up some certain resistance, and that will be the trend of the market, at least for now. Sometimes the market will go in a particular direction, and along the line to change direction. This is one of those times that it just broke some resistance, and right now I think for a while now the market will be buying for now. Like the dollar weakness will be here for a while, because because of the because of some, I don't really follow fundamental analysis. That's why I don't really like trading fundamentals. Like I don't really follow it. So whenever there are fundamental whenever there are news coming out, or anything fundamentals coming out, I just try to remove myself from the market, because most times, even if I'm in a trade, sometimes it takes me into loss or reduce my profits, or because as I said, I was in that Euro JPY buy, and the profit wasn't that bad, but it was okay. But I think when I held the trade, man, I would have made more, like way more than I made that yesterday. But it's all good, sure. It's all good. I thank God that at least I learned one or two things. So next time I'll try to find a way. Though I opened the trade during that fundamental analysis, but it hit my stop loss. I started buying. That's one of those days. That's what you get. Sometimes when the news is coming out, that's why And sometimes I just try to avoid news entirely. I don't just want to put my egg in that basket because man, it's really disappointing whenever the news hits your stop loss and continue going in that same direction. So I think what I can take from that is that number one, with how everything went last week, I just have to tell you guys that whenever you are doing something, sometimes that's why people advise for you having a trading journal which you review every week or maybe twice a week and all that. It's quite good to have something like that that keeps track of your trading, and you get to review it and see where you are making mistakes and where you are making some improvements. Because I didn't I didn't like I don't even know. I just went through my trading history, look at the chart because I'm using MT5 right now to trade. It's quite a handy tool to use because before I was using MT4, and MT4 is kind of outdated. Not that it's not good or all that. I like MT4. Like it's more easier for me to make analysis on MT4 actually. So I the new MT5, when you place a trade, you see, if you go to the chart, you see, like, if it's a buy, you see your green arrow that you bought at this certain level and you took profit at this certain level, or you bought at this certain level and the market is your stop loss at this certain level. So I saw so many of that, and most of them was hitting my stop loss. I said, wow, this is quite interesting. How can I be taking all these trades? And I took most of those trades in a week, which I've never really done since I started trading this account. So far so good. So actually, the video I was planning to do for this week was to use, like, to do a screen recording. Maybe I'll do that later. To do a screen recording of my this thing, of my account, and show you guys how it's going so far. Just to give you an update on how the account is going so far. Though it's a small account, just to give you around, like, a brief um, analysis, and just to give you a brief rundown on how my trading has been going so far. Although I've told you people the best I'm trading, and show you people how I over traded last week, because last week was like one of those days, one of those weeks I really over traded. I really went crazy, man. I really went crazy because whenever the market is consolidated, I just don't like trading when the market is consolidated. And last week was one of those weeks. It's just this week, this CPI news now. That's why I said the market sometimes when it consolidates like that, that means the next week there will be a very big move on that particular pair or in the market. When the market consolidates this week, that means the next week something a news is coming. I don't know. If you get to understand the market is quite an interesting, like, it's quite an interesting, it's it's kind of plays in certain way. It's as if it has its own mind, and yeah, I can say it has its own mind and it does its own thing. Because if you watch the way it plays out, you sometimes, if you don't understand it, you don't understand it. At first, I don't really understand. Sometimes, whenever I'm trading or whenever there is news, I expect some certain, I expect something else to happen. I expect A to happen, B will happen. But sometimes when you look closely at the market, or you look around at what is going on in the world, that you see that the market was actually right to do B instead of A, because I guess this week was not all the time. It doesn't align all the time, but this week right now, this CPI week was one of those days that everything just aligned together perfectly, like perfectly fine. So I guess next time I'll just try to hold my trade much more longer when I have that kind of intuition, and when I know that, just based on my analysis though, just based on my analysis, I just might put my stop loss or move my stop loss, because that trade I closed that yesterday, I was kind of, it's as if I'm regretting it too. But there's no regret when it comes to the market, because when it's start blaming yourself, that's when you start making mistakes. So you just have to take it like that. Just have to take it as how it is and just continue. So guys, thank you for your support and everything, for being part of the channel, and all you have been doing, guys. Just like this video, comment, subscribe, comment on the comment section whatever you think. Just tell me whatever you think. Let's have a discussion. Let's just have a discussion. If you have any prediction on the market, you can just drop it down there. I would really like to get your own analysis and your own thought on the market, because this is just my own opinion on how I see things in the market. So if there's anything you like to drop down there, drop down there. See you guys in the next video, guys. Thanks.